Hello friends, now in chapter 3 circles and we are discussing about congruence of circle. Now congruency of circle means what exactly, or congruence of arc means what? Try to understand first. We know congruency of triangle, congruent circle definitely. Here I have drawn two circle over here and let us say first circle having a center A and second circle having a center P over here. Now both the circle are congruent circle means its radius is equal. I repeat, its radius is equal. And if I am going to draw two angles subtend at center means let us say I have drawn first angle O here and second angle at P O here. Now here I am going to call, let us say this angle A is also 50 degree and this angle P is also 50 degree. Now one by one part once again. A and P are the two circle of equal radius. Naturally they are congruent circle. Now here I have taken angle A as well as angle P, which is a central angle, exactly 50 degree for your understanding. And now I am going to call this arc as arc B, C, D. And here for this category, here I am going to call P, Q, R, S. Now remember, both the circle are congruent circle. Both the circle are congruent circle means of equal radius. Here I have drawn two radius, here I have drawn two radius. And central angle between them is 50 and 50 degree. If both the circles are congruent, and central angles are also congruent, then arc form are also congruent. Means major arc B, C, D. You can say that major arc B, C, D must be equal to major arc Q, R, S. Major arc Q, R, S. And these arcs are called as congruent arcs over there. And in case of numerical, it may possible that both the arcs may be in a same circle, both the arc may be in a different circle, but in that case, both the circle must be congruent or both the circle must be have a equal radius along with central angle value called as congruence of arcs. Hello friends, now we are observing a property of circle and that property is property of sum of measures of arcs. Here we have to consider one by one part. Let us say I am going to take O is the center of a circle and I am going to take different points over here starting from A, B, C, D and E. Now I have taken 5 different points over here. Now we have to understand property of sum of measure of arcs. Here actually we are going to find two property. One is called as arc addition property and second total arcs of a circle addition property. In the first part over here, let me clear. First, if you want to add major arc AB plus major arc BC, I repeat, if you are going to make the addition of arc, means major arc AB plus major arc BC. So here, arc addition and the part is major arc AB plus major arc BC. Major arc AB plus major arc BC. If you want to add arc AB with arc BC, then it become addition part and it become major arc ABC. So you can write it as major arc A, B and C. Here major arc AB plus major arc BC is major arc ABC. Similarly, I can take another example also over here in front of you, and the second part is if I am going to add arc BC with CD, if I am going to arc BC with CD. So again major arc BC plus major arc CD is equal to major arc BC plus major arc CD is major arc BCD. Means in mathematical number you can add it. That is nothing but major arc BCD In this way, you can make arc addition. Now the last part that we are taken into consideration, and that is nothing but total circle arc addition. Means major arc AB plus BC plus major arc CD plus DE plus EA. Means we are going to add all the arc in terms of addition. And the third part is major arc AB plus major arc BC plus major arc CD plus major arc DE plus major arc EA plus major arc EA, and that value become 360 degree. Means when you're going to add all the arcs part by part in a given circle, it may be 4 arc, 5 arc, what it may be. All the arc when added together and entire circle is get completed, its value in terms of measurement is always 360 degree. These properties of part by part breakup of full circle is required in our numerical. Hello friends, now we are going to observe a part over here, congruency of arcs and correlation with the central angle. Now remember, in a circle, there is a direct relation between arc and the central angle. For example, if I am going to take a part over here, say name of this arc is PQR. Now this is the arc PQR, and let us say they have given the value of arc is 80 degree. Here I have drawn a part, arc of this with value is 80 degree. Here, if PQR is given in terms of measurement of a arc and that is 80 degree, it directly indicates that if value of arc is 80, then its value of central angle must be 80. Means if I am going to take O as a center of a circle and I am going to draw two radius, one is nothing but OP and second is nothing but OR. Now remember, as OP and OR are the two radius, automatically POR is called as central angle, and this central angle, let us say its value is theta, then this theta is exactly equal to 80 degree. Means value of arc is equal to value of central angle. So your part is value of arc is equal to value of central angle. In a similar manner, you can have a part, value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. You can make this condition in reverse order also. Means what? In a second category, I am going to draw the same structure over here, but I am going to indicate the part in terms of central angle. Means in case of a second diagram, let us say I have drawn two arcs of a circle over here, and let us say center of a circle is now B, and here I am going to indicate it as LMN. Now here LMN are the points on circumference of circle and B is a central angle, and let us say this value is already given to us and that is equal to 60 degree. Means you can say value of central angle is 60 degree. Means angle LBN, that is nothing but 60 degree. Logically you can say value of central angle. Now remember one part, if value of central angle LBN is given as a 60 degree, then this value of central angle is nothing but value of arc. Means this arc LMN and its value is also 60 degree. Means if you want to write the major arc LMN, if you want to write the arc major arc LMN, then you can represent it as a 60 degree. Here we are getting one statement, and that part is value of central angle formed by two radius is nothing but value of arc. So there are two logics we have known now. Value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. Value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. and value of central angle is nothing but value of arc, and this is called as a correlation between arcs and its central angle. If I have drawn both the arcs of same radius, and let us say this arc is a 60 or this angle is a 60, then their value of arc is equal to value of central angle. Automatically two circle will be congruent and their central angle as well as arcs must be of equal length. But it is true when both the circle of same radius, and you can apply that part when you are going to prove a part of congruency. So in book, sometime they have given congruent circle, or sometime they have given a single circle and then drawn two diagrams. In both the way you have to understand the part. Hello friends, before solving 3.3 and the next exercise, we are coming into the part of a theorem, and the part is theorem. The chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle. I repeat, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle or congruent circle means if you are taking two circles are congruent, means chords corresponding to congruent arcs means in a given circle if two arcs are equal, then their corresponding chords are also equal. That we want to prove. So now friends, we have drawn over here a circle, and let us say circle of a center with point B, means here center of a circle is B. Now as per their condition, we have to take congruent arcs. So in congruent arcs, I am going to take two arcs over here. One is arc APC. Here I am going to take arc APC. This is one arc which is formed or drawn over here. And second arc, we have to take exactly congruent over here. That is, say D, Q and E. So I have taken two arcs. One is arc APC and another arc is DQE. And let us consider that this measurement arc APC is exactly equal to DQE, and according to that we have to write given to prove and all other parts. So now friends, we know that B is a center of a circle and arc APC is congruent to DQE. This is nothing but a part of a given. I am going to write it in the given. So the first part given, and a part is, first B is a center of a circle. B is center of circle, and next arc APC is congruent to arc DQE. Arc APC is congruent to arc DQE. In this way, our first part given is going to get completed. Corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle, the chords must be congruent. Means here we have to prove that these two chords are congruent. Means on arc APC, I am going to form one chord. This is one chord that I created over here, AC, and on DQE I am going to create another chord. So there are two chords, one is a chord AC and another chord is DE, and we have to prove that chord AC is congruent to chord DE. Means we have to prove the part. So in order to prove, chord AC is congruent to chord DE, and in this way this is nothing but a proof over here required. In this case there is some additional construction required that I am going to draw over here now. If you want to prove AC congruent to DE, AC congruent to DE, they must be part of some triangle or some quadrilateral or like that, so that we can show them congruent. Here I am going to draw 4 radius. Please pay attention one by one. So first of all I have drawn radius BA. Then I have drawn radius BC. Next I have drawn radius BD. And last I am going to draw BE. In this way, I have totally completed 4 radius, and this answer in your book is given in the form of fill in the blanks, but I am going to complete in front of you. Now you have to describe a structure about a part. You know very well, value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. Value of arc is nothing but value of central angle. So in this case, one by one part is, as they have given arc APC is congruent to DQE, arc APC is congruent to DQE, automatically angle ABC must be congruent to DBE, and in this way we are moving to the part. So now we have to describe about triangle ABC and DBE. So your part is answer in the form of numbers, statement and reason. So one by one part is, radius AB is equal to DB, or you can say segment AB is congruent to segment DB. So the first part, we are writing about two triangles. So I am going to declare the triangle first. In triangle ABC and DBE. In triangle ABC and in triangle DBE. Here first part, segment AB congruent to segment DB. Segment AB is congruent to segment DE. Reason, radius of same circle. Radius of same circle. Next, angle ABC is congruent to DBE. Angle ABC is congruent to angle DBE. Congruent angles of congruent chords. So, congruent angles of congruent chords, congruent arcs, or angles of congruent arcs. In this way also you can write it apart. Next, segment BC congruent to BE, or you can say segment CB is congruent to segment EB. Segment CB is congruent to segment EB. And again reason remains same, radius of same circle. Radius of same circle. Naturally you can say that triangle ABC is congruent to DBE. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBE by SAS test of congruency. SAS test of congruency. Now the part is, when two triangles are congruent, then their respective sides and respective angle must be congruent. So we can write segment AC congruent to segment DE, and therefore our conclusion, segment AC is congruent to segment DE, and reason become corresponding sides of congruent triangle. But now this segment AC and segment DE for a triangle is nothing but chord for circle. So we have to write just chord AC is congruent to chord DE. Therefore, chord AC is congruent to chord DE, and hence it is proved. In this way, you have to write the proof to complete the entire part. Remember student, in a numerical of textbook, they have given in the form of fill in the blanks in theorem part, and you have to understand this logic very clearly. Hello friends, now we are moving into the next theorem, and the part is theorem, corresponding arcs of congruent chords, corresponding arcs of congruent chords of a circle or congruent circles are congruent. Means we have to prove if chords are congruent in a given circle, then their minor arc also congruent, and that part we have to prove over here. Now let us consider over here that I have drawn a circle over here and circle having a center O over here. Now I have to draw congruent chords. So I am going to draw two chords in a same circle. Let us say first chord that I have drawn over here, and the name of this chord is PQ, and second chord that I am going to draw over here as RS. So there are two chord, one chord PQ and second chord RS over here. Now if these two chords are congruent, if these two chords are congruent, RS, if these two chords are congruent, then we have to prove that minor arc, that is arc PQ, minor arc RS, that are also congruent. Just to indicate the name properly, I am going to introduce the new point over here M, and over here I am going to introduce the point N, so that I can call that arc as arc PMQ and arc RNS, that I have to show congruent over here. Now O is the center of a circle. PQ and RS are the two congruent chords, and we have to prove that arc PMQ is congruent to RNS. I am going to write all the data in the form of given and to prove. So first part, given. First, O is the center of a circle. O is center of circle. Next, chord PQ is congruent to chord RS. Here, chord PQ is congruent to chord RS. This all part will be act as a given. Next, we have to prove arc PMQ is congruent to RNS. Means to prove now we have to prove arc PMQ equal to RNS. Therefore, to prove arc PMQ is congruent to arc RNS. Now, this proof we are going to write in the form of number, statement and reason. So the part is, so the part become numbers, statement and reasons. Now we are going to write the part in the form of number, statement and reason. In this case, if we want to show that these two arcs are equal, property of arcs is always related with the central angle, and there is no central angle. So I am going to join radius OP, radius OQ, radius OR and radius OS. So the part is, I am going to join radius OP, radius OQ, radius OR and radius OS. Now I can get two triangles. One is a triangle OPQ and second is ORS, and I have to show that these two triangles are congruent. Now one by one from that part. Here in triangle POQ and in triangle ROS, one by one. PO congruent to RO, so it part become segment PO congruent to segment RO. Reason, radius of same circle, radius of same circle. Next, here part is radius QO congruent to SO, or you can say segment QO is congruent to segment SO, region remains same, radius of same circle. And the last part, chord PQ is congruent to chord RS. Chord PQ is congruent to chord RS. Now, chord PQ is congruent to chord RS is a part of a given. So, I am going to write it as a given. Now, all the three sides of first triangle are exactly congruent with all the three sides of second triangle. Naturally, I can say that, therefore, triangle POQ is congruent to triangle ROS by SSS test of congruency. Now, when two triangles are congruent by SSS test of congruency, naturally there's all the respective angle must be congruent. So I am going to write angle POQ. Pay attention, I am talking about this angle. Angle POQ must be congruent to angle ROS, is this angle. Therefore, we have angle POQ is congruent to angle ROS and region corresponding angles of congruent triangles. And as POQ or angle POQ is congruent to ROS, angle POQ is congruent to ROS. If central angles are congruent, then their minor arcs must be congruent, or arc intersected in them must be congruent. So naturally, arc PMQ, which is in a blocked orient in this angle, and again central angle ROS having a arc RNS must be congruent, means we can write arc PMQ is congruent to RNS. Therefore, arc PMQ is congruent to arc RNS, and in this way your proof is get completed. So student, read such a proof very carefully. In a book they have given a short part of interval, they have not given detail in proof, but you should know that this is a proof for this part. हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस देख रहे हो और आपको ये वीडियोस पसंद आते हो तो हमारे चैनल को आप सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नीचे दिए हुए बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। साथ में ये सारे वीडियोस अपने फ्रेंड्स ग्रुप में भी आप शेयर कीजिए। अलग अलग टॉपिक से रिलेटेड अलग अलग वीडियो मैं आपके लिए बनाता रहूँगा। तब तक के लिए मैं आपका एसपी सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।